So on the subject of conspiracies, check it out. I got this hat given to me by a girl called Georgia Rowe. What does it say? This is backwards, but you can probably see it. Have a crap day, right? Given to me by Georgia Rowe. Ever since then, over the last couple of years, very strange things have. I mean, this was like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. She gave me this hat. And what's that show? That show about a town that's sort of something's wrong. I can't remember the fucking name of the show. I never watched it, but it's like something's very strange. I was told, people told me about it. People like Georgia Rowe, Philip Askew told me about it, and Kostya Koleda as well. Kostya Koleda, Konstantin Koleda. All these people who pretend not to have anything to do with anything. And I'm like, what the fuck did I ever do to anyone? Seriously, what the fuck did I do to anyone? I'm pretty sure I actually just pissed off Georgia. She's like someone who, like, if you piss her off, she'll go to crazy extremes to, like, do stuff. And I think there was already some kind of plot going on. And it sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but here we are in this crazy situation where I'm the one who's done everything wrong, and people are out to get me, and you know, like, I don't know. There's something there's something to do with a baby as well. Something to do with a baby. Like, do you think I've had no one tells me what it is. Not even my own mum. Not even my own family tell me what it is with the baby. I don't know, is there a baby? Has there been a baby? Did someone have a baby? I get the feeling maybe you think I sort of had a baby with someone. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I got to such a fucking point that I was like, oh, like, also, like, because I was covering songs, like I did this NoFX cover. I did 2 NoFX covers, and I feel like people held those covers against me. I put them on my SoundCloud. There was Linoleum, and there was All His Suits Are Torn, which I called it All His Suits Are Torn in the Cloud Cave. Because I was in a place in St. Andrews called the Cloud Cave at the time. Remember the Cloud Cave? Fuck. Remember when I was having fun and shit? The Cloud Cave. It was alright. And I did, because I was, back then, it was like autumn 2014, I was feeling really, really, really down. I don't know if you remember, like, I was just off my head on drugs. I was posting all this crazy shit on Twitter. And I was feeling really down. Now, perversely, now that I'm, like, facing terrible, awful, horrible things, I actually feel, like, quite happy. I've never felt so happy in my life because I'm completely free to do whatever the fuck I want, do whatever the fuck I want to say, because either way, it's going to end up terribly. So, whatever. You know, now I feel, like, finally free from all the burden of expectation. To, like, fit into things and do things and I can say what I want, do what I want, and it's all gonna end horribly. So wait. But yeah, the baby thing. Like, can someone please explain to me what the baby thing is? Can someone please try and engage me in conversation? No one ever engages me in conversation. I tell you, my whole computer is hacked. No one believes me at all. No one's even looked through it. Can you at least look through my fucking computer? Who do I ask? Went to the police ages ago. I was being arrested at the time, and I was like, do you know me at all? Have you, like, I don't know the questions to ask, right? I get the feeling that there's something in my body. Someone's put something in my body, right? But, like, I can't tell anyone that because I don't even believe the computer thing. We gotta get there steps at a time. Be like, people hack my computer, distort all my words, twist everything I say to make me a conservative when I'm left wing, to make me fucking a murderer when I'm like a real pacifist. Hello, yeah.
Hi. Do you want to go out for a cigarette? I'm signing people out.
Yeah, I'll go out for a cigarette in a bit. Thanks. Yeah, I'm in this place called Priority House. I'm just gonna check out because they made me informal. They didn't have any grounds to section me. Once I tried to get a solicitor involved, they're like, oh yeah, okay, informal now. I thought they were sort of holding it over my head to be like, yeah, well, you're technically informal, but if you want to leave, we can section you again. Which is basically, I think, what they can do. So I'm going to try and leave. But anyway, They just interrupted me. What was I talking about? Babies, I think. Babies. Never been a baby. You know me so little. Like, there was a line. I've looked through all my music to see, like, what it is. There's a song that no one should have heard before, right? But then again, Georgia Rowe and Philip Askew had access to my whole hard drive from my previous computer, so they had access to all of my projects and drafts and everything, like loads of stuff that I've never put online. Loads of really amateurish stuff that I would never want anyone to hear because it was just ideas and vague drafts. And there's one line, it's like, the man who moves a mountain starts by carrying stones, but the baby born tomorrow dies in misery alone. That's not like tomorrow, like, oh, I'm having a baby tomorrow and it's going to die in misery alone. No, it means like one day there's beauty and life and birth and like, you know, joy and happiness. But then at the other extreme of it, one day that baby is going to die in misery alone. Sometime, maybe. Depends. You never know. Most births, most babies born, most of the time when a baby's born, it's a happy occasion. When people die, it's not always a happy occasion, is it? It's not really a very happy occasion. Sometimes they die in misery alone. So, no. So please at least fucking engage me in conversation before you make judgments on things that you should have no access to. Where are you accessing this? I can't fucking look it up. I can't look it up on my laptop here. I can't look it up on my computer at home. I have no friends or anyone I can trust who, like, no one actually, like, helps me get to the bottom of this. I think there's an entire botnet thingy on my entire home computer system. I asked my sister, Jennifer. She didn't really seem to want to help at all. I asked my sister, Grace. She did want to help. But at the time, I didn't know that I was being set up to die completely. I thought I could still, like, still play this game that we're playing. Anyway, am I crazy? Am I a crazy person who would harm people? No, I'm not. You know, but there might be blood on my hands if things happen to me and the truth gets out for everyone to see, there's going to be fucking outrage. I'm telling you. There's going to be outrage. Everyone's pointing fingers of blame at me. I'm just some guy who makes music, and you stole all my music, and you distorted all my fucking work as well. Disaster House, Remember and Warn, right? You've distorted that. I'm going to upload a beginning. I'm pretty sure that you've distorted that, because that was actually a half-decent story, and that was a really important story, and it was really fucking important. You know, that was when things were going down. I don't know what someone's written, but I wrote that as soon as I realized I'd been sent a Trojan. And I wanted to tell my story because I was pretty sure it was Georgia and her cronies and eunuchs who'd fucking done this to me. But now I'm realizing, well, there's other bunch of cunts in other situations, and I pissed a lot of people off. Do you have any idea how many people I pissed off? But I pissed off people innocuously until they fucking stole my identity and basically stole my life away and turned all my family against me, turned all my friends against me, turned everyone against me. Now I'm just pissed off, but I'm quite like, well, 6-7 months ago, I was really scared and afraid, but I've been in that situation for I've been scared and afraid. I got over that ages ago. Now I'm just like, well, I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm not going to live my life in fucking... if they're going to take away my life, they've already taken away my life. I think they've already violated me. You know, in terms of, like, taking away my privacy, right? So I'm going to spend as much of the rest of my life that I have in whatever freedom this is, saying what I want, doing what I want, all right? So yeah, basically that's it.